Yasu Malagedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Jason Statham.
England's Jason Statham. He's in ninth position. Forward 2.5 somersault with 1 twist, 2.8. Far too much forward travel on that dive. On the left, Beverly Boys. A bit pensive. Lying in 8th position. His forward 3.5 somersault with tuck. Jason Statham, who's not having a good time. He's moved from 8th, slipped down to 11th. That's where he is now. And with the Southend club, his coach is the English coach here, Kim White. Statham with his inward 2.5 somersault with pike. And it's short again. Really gone to pieces in this final, Jason.
Really gone to pieces in this final, Jason. Sorry. That's right. Jason was a professional swimming diver. And yes, at one point he did have hair. He looked like a young Pat Riley. This is a clip from YouTube. It says Jason Statham. I'm gonna keep fucking this up. Don't worry. Google's always there to help me.
Jason Statham.
Thank you. It's on YouTube. I can't read for shit today. Competed in diving at the 1990 Commonwealth Games in Auckland. Is that how you say it? Auckland? Yeah? Okay. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, he wasn't always an actor, and he doesn't have hair anymore. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Mr. Clean didn't have hair, and look at the impact he had. The point is, like him, I like to think we have a couple things in common. One, we're both bald, and two, we're very short-tempered. At least in, movies. Me, more in real life. I've had to put up with a lot of stupid shit lately. I'm sorry, for the attitude. I starting the 301 podcast here, and I'm very proud of that. Trying to get the things on the YouTube here. And I met a guy before that tried to help me out, and then he disappeared. It was a whole thing there. He said he had to do politics, whatever the fuck that means. And then I actually had to call his mother. That's right. I actually went on Canada 411, called his mother, and gave him shit, and told him, look, if you don't fucking cancel this shit, then we're going to have a problem. And then all of a sudden, there was no more politics, and he was able to cancel it. Now I'm dealing with someone else now. He keeps changing the price on me. It's a whole fucking thing. You got to add picture to the video, then it's got to be in a certain format. It's a lot of agita. Okay, and this is why I go bald. Now, I can't speak for why he goes bald. I've heard that, joggers, maybe swimmers, whatever, they start to lose their hair. Maybe it's the chlorine. I don't know. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, of all this stupid rant that a lot of people, or at least 3 people, find entertaining. Thank you, my fans. I appreciate you, as always. Is that he still kicks ass. And I figured, with Expendables 4, that just came out, I saw it and holy shit. But the point is, he's done a lot of kick-ass movies, and I like to spend a little bit more time on those films. Now, me personally, the first movie I ever saw him in was it's a slang term for pussy. I don't see anything wrong with that.
What's wrong with this one? Oh, nothing, Tommy. It's tip-top. It's just I'm not sure about the colour. Yeah, it's all right. You just got to pick it up. There's an address. It's a campsite. They put 10 grand, and it'd be nice to see change. What's happening to them sausages, Charlie?
5 penny stokers.
It was 2 minutes, 5 minutes ago.
Well, ain't parkies, are they?
Fucking ain't parkies. You're sensitive, boy, you Tommy. Fuck me, hold tight. What's that?
It's me belt Turkish.
Oh, Tommy, there's a gun in your trousers. What's a gun doing in the trousers?
For protection.
Protection from what? The Germans?
The Germans. Awesome. So this is when I first discovered this dude. Okay, I thought to myself, you know what? He doesn't look like much. He's a thin guy. Doesn't have hair. But the years went on, and this guy fucking kicks ass. He's built a fucking hell of a career for himself. Okay, almost becoming the next action star in a sense. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, okay, because there's way more money in movies than there is in diving. Okay, and let's really be honest. The best diver of all time is Rodney Dangerfield in Back to School. Okay, nobody's ever going to top that. But I think we're all glad that Jason gave this up and decided to do acting. So, without further ado, I'd like to talk about Jason Statham. 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 I hope this guy doesn't hear this shit and kick my ass. As always, I like to go to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, because it's free. The writer's strike ended recently, thank God. And, we can go back to making some kick-ass flicks and, all that shit. And we're still trying to save a couple bucks. So, it's free. Free is good, Free napkins in restaurants, why not? So, let's begin. Jason Statham, born July 26th, 1967. Fuck. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. That number means it means a lot to me, but it really is just so far so good this season, but how many fucking times have we said that? Anyways, is an English actor. He is known for portraying characters in various action thriller films who are typically tough, hard-boiled, gritty, or violent. Statham. Jason began practicing Chinese martial arts, kickboxing, and karate recreationally in his youth while working at local market stalls. An avid footballer and diver, he was a member of Britain's national diving team and competed for England in the 1990 Commonwealth Games. Shortly after, he was asked to model for French Connection, Tommy Hilfiger, and Levi's in various advertising campaigns. His past history working at market stalls inspired his casting in the Guy Ritchie crime films Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. That's the name, Snatchy. Oh, Snatch. The commercial success of these films led Statham, there we go, to star as Frank Martin in the Transporter trilogy. After starring in a variety of heist and action thriller films such as The Italian Job, Crank, War, The Bank Job, The Mechanic, Spy, and Mechanic Resurrection, he established himself as a Hollywood leading man. However, he has also starred in commercially and critically unsuccessful films such as Revolver, Chaos, In the Name of the King, 13, Blitz, Killer Elite, Hummingbird, and Wild Card. That's the first time I've read a review on here and it says, he's done this, but he's done some shitty movies too. Okay. This is what you get for free, I guess. He regained commercial success as part of ensemble. Why do I always say it like it just sounds better, I guess. Action series, The Expendables, and the Fast and the Furious franchise. In the latter, he has played Deckard Shaw in Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious, F9, Fast X, brilliant titles by the way, and the spin-off Fast and the Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. He was credited as a co-producer on Hobbs and Shaw, receiving his first production credit. It says Statham, but I'm going to, whatever. Acting has been criticized for lacking depth and variety, but he has also been praised for leading the resurgence of action films during the 2000s and 2010s. According to the BBC News report, his film career from 2002 to 2017 generated an estimated 1.5 billion in ticket sales, making him one of the film industry's most bankable stars. There we go. There you go. That's it. That's what counts in the end, ladies and gentlemen, is the money. Okay? I've always said this. You can make a shit ton of bad movies, 5, 6. You have that hit one, boom. The slate has been wiped clean. That's it. Okay? So, again, without further ado, we're going to go to 80skids.com and we're going to read off some facts here. Why? Because it just makes my job way easier. He was in a band with his brother and dad. That's kind of cool. When he was a young teen, Statham. Every time I see the last name, I'm just going to say Jason. I'm not going to play this game. And his family decided to start a band. He took on the role of a drummer, with his brother on guitar and his dad providing vocals. It seems Jason's urge to hit things never really left him. Bravo. Okay, well, yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, you can't fault that. I mean, a kid didn't want to be in a band. I mean, not these days. I don't know. Rap is the number one genre, pop music. Dance went away in pretty much the 90s. Rock, a little bit in the thousands there, but that's it, man. It's, yeah. He used to be a professional diver representing Britain. He's one of the Hollywood's biggest movie stars. But did you know that Jason used to have a successful diving career? I did, actually. I played the clip before. The young Jason was scouted by Britain's national diving team, which he was a part of for a total of 12 years. Statham stated that that his time on the team was a great experience, and explained that he was taught discipline and focus. We'd definitely not pass up on the chance to see him in a Speedo. Speak for yourself, Rudy. Listen, I know the ladies love him, okay? And again, this gives us other bald people hope, okay? Am I in shape like Jason Statham? Absolutely not. Have I lost over 100 pounds over the years? Give me a little credit for that. I did it without cocaine too. The point is, he's got the swimmer's body. I'll give him that. I like to swim too. My body looks nothing like that. Okay? But who can go outside in January without a winter coat? This guy. He loves to play pranks on people. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Although he often plays serious roles in his movies, it seems Jason has a more light-hearted side. Whilst, is that a word? Whilst? Whilst. Okay, cool. Learn something every day. Working on the set of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, producer Matthew Vaughn arrived in his brand new Porsche. When he left, he heard metal grinding in the vehicle, and in a panic, he drove the car straight to the mechanic. He was left red-faced when he realized the noise was a result of Statham having filled his boots with horseshoes. Wait, repeat that again. Wait, Statham having filled his boots with horseshoes. I don't get it. The nose was having his boots. How can you not feel a horseshoe in your shoe? I don't get it. I don't get it. He failed his driving test 3 times. Ugh. I failed the first time too. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get a. I don't know. He didn't. Yeah. It wasn't. Like backing in parking sucks. I don't like it. Always go head first. Fuck it. Head. The son of a street seller, Statham picked up some bad habits whilst there's that word again, driving around with his father. By the time he was ready to take his test, Jason had been driving around illegally for over 2 years. His dodgy motor skills resulted in him failing his test a total of 3 times. Not quite what you would expect from the transporter star. That is true. That is true. But again, these are movies, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. The only guy I know that really likes to drive his cars during movies is Nicolas Cage. And, you know, like Nicolas Cage can do whatever the fuck he wants, okay? He wants to do whatever, 30 movies, you know, something about a vampire, or then another one with a vampire. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? The point is, it's a movie. You know, you pick up what you can, you get a nice little paycheck. He performs all of his own movie stunts. Unlike most movie stars, Jason isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. In fact, he went so far as publicly speak out against stars who don't perform their own stunts, saying they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. The accent will get better. I wasn't ready for that. It seems Jason has high expectations, making it clear that he thought only actors who performed their own stunts were true superheroes. One of his most challenging stunts was during a helicopter fight scene in Crank, where he hung from the chopper 2,000 feet over LA. The only thing keeping him suspended was a small belt and thin wire. A very strong wire, we hope. I did not know that. So, yeah. There you go. I mean, hey, listen, you know, if you want to do your own stunts, go for it. If you don't, you know, you get paid the same. It doesn't matter. He visited a real prison to prepare for one role. Never one to go unprepared. Wait, you have to put never one to go unprepared. Yeah, that's got to be a typo. Jason decided to extensively research for his upcoming part in Death Race by visiting a maximum security prison in California. One of the prisoners even recognized Jason, telling him he looks just like, well, himself. He said prisoner was, he said prisoner was he said fuck me, 80s kids, come on guys, you gotta proofread this. You better look bad here. It should be the prisoner. No, the said prisoner was a known for depicting. I'm not gonna learn how to read too, guys. Don't worry, we're all at fault here. Decapitating his victims. Jesus Christ. He clearly had quite the memory for faces or heads. Thank you. I didn't write that. Yeah, it's okay. Listen, hey, you know, you want to go in prison, risk your life? Hey, go for it, man. I don't know. Me personally, I like watching some prisoner movies or shows sometimes just to remind me, yeah, I don't want to fucking go back there. Well, I wasn't really there. I was kind of like held up at a police station. It was a whole thing. But, you know, I don't know. I explained that in my one podcast, Crime Doesn't Pay. So if you want to hear a couple good stories, there you go. But yeah, fucking chopping people's heads off. Holy fuck. He was a male model. After being spotted at a diving event, Jason was recruited as a male model. Although he doesn't have conventional boy band good looks, it seems Statham's rugged style was just what agencies were after. We chose Jason because we wanted our model to look like a normal guy, explained a spokesperson for French Connection back in 1995. His look is just right for now very masculine and not too male modelly. Whatever that means. Hey man, you get paid for fucking standing somewhere in front of some cameras, a couple shots, that's it. Although I've heard a thing, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that male models can make only like a third of what like a supermodel can make, like a woman. So I don't know. You want to talk about the sexism? Just saying. He had a close dice with death, making Expendables 3. So we know that Statham performs his own stunts, but apparently these things don't always always go to plan. Good, Jesus Christ. During the I got you guys, don't worry. During the filming of an action scene for Expendables 3, Jason was driving a 3-ton stunt truck. In a serious stroke of bad luck, the brakes on the truck failed. Damn. Sending the plummeting off a cliff into the sea below. Fortunately, Statham utilized his superhero strength and was able to break free of the rapidly sinking truck. Holy fuck! It's the closest I've ever come to drowning. That's Jesus Christ. I got to work on that. He reflected, "It was a very harrowing experience." I bet it was. I mean, so I was doing this accent. Yeah, that is fucking crazy, man. This guy's a shit. You gotta, yeah, man. I mean, okay, you got insurance, whatever, but yeah, Jesus, that's crazy, man. Damn. He was kicked out of the Playboy Mansion. What'd you do, man? Shit. That's the ticket to paradise. Way back in 2008, Statham had the honor, they did that in brackets, I don't know why, of attending one of Hugh Hefner's infamous Playboy Mansion parties. They put in brackets N and then famous. Yeah, we get it. However, it seems his night of glitz and glamour was short-lived. After just a few hours, he was escorted from the property by security. You're probably thinking this was due to drunkenness or unruly behavior, but no. It was actually because Jason refused to pose for pictures with the playmates. Poor Jason. It seems his big night out didn't exactly go as planned. You got kicked out of, I mean, for any, straight guy, heaven, because you didn't want to take pictures with playmates. Why? Is there like a... Why? Wait. Jesus. Okay, well... Why? I mean, why? I just take a few pictures. Who cares? I mean, I mean, James Caan used to live at the Playboy Mansion for weeks on end. God bless his soul. I mean, I mean, was the flash on? Is that it? Or I don't, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes when you get a bald head, I'll just say this. I did a job one time and like the sun just fried my head. I mean, I lost easily, a couple million brain cells that day. And then at one point, like during the week, you just start peeling like a fucking onion. And so maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Like I got nothing. He's a big hit with the ladies. Just don't ask him for a picture. Although Jason tries to keep his private life away from the spotlight, he's had some seriously high-profile girlfriends. Okay, so this kind. Okay, so this kind of makes up for it. Hold on. He started dating British model Kelly Brook when she was 18, and even popped the question before the pair split in 2004. Cool. Although, wait, she was 18 and actually, wait, what? How old? How old was he? 2004, maybe. Okay, well, because he was a diver when he was 18. So, yeah, okay, so that could. All right. It's different all over the world, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I heard a story about Yami Yager. He was like what, like 45, going out with an 18-year-old. It's. Listen, I'm messing with those Russians, okay? Especially nowadays, forget it. Where am I going with this? Anyways, Statham is currently in a relationship with his now fiancée supermodel, Rosie Huntington Whiteley. Oh, very cute. They now have a son together, okay? So this could be an old article. Maybe they're married now. Either way, That's one for the bald side for sure. He became a first-time father at the age of 49. Oh, geez. Their son, Jack Oscar, that's a cool name, was born in June 2017. Statham's fiance described the experience of parenthood as magical. The pair keep their son relatively shielded from the spotlight, although they have shared several snaps of intimate family moments, including an Instagram post of Jack sat on his dad's lap during a fight. Cool. I respect that. I mean, you don't want to, keep your family private. That's all. Family problems are solved by family members. That's it. He's made an appearance in several music videos. Holy, look at this picture. Jesus Christ. It looks like he ladies and gentlemen, if you see this picture, he's seems to be dancing with big ass mushrooms, and he might have just had sex with a jar of Vaseline. Far from the serious big budget actor we all know and love, Statham's first music video feature was in the Shaman's Coming On. Pause. With oiled up muscles and sporting a classic shaved head, Statham gyrates to the beat, clad only in small leopard print hot pants. Double pause. He also popped O in the video for Dream a Little Dream of Me by the Beautiful South, which I don't know, I mean, look, he never won a silver medal, but I don't know, he looks like the Tin Man in this one. Rather tamed compared to the aforementioned video. He is seen briefly sitting in a cinema, fully clothed. In brackets, it says, sorry. Well, sorry, ladies. Yeah, what are you going to do? But I don't know. Okay, I don't know. He looks he's ready for the Wizard of Oz. He was the focus of a scientific study. According to Times Higher Education, the Manchester University, why they put it twice, press commissioned an academic study to analyze the impact of Statham on British and American films industries from 1998 to 2018. The academics, I said it wrong the last time, I know. Behind the study are aiming to show the changing face of British cinematic masculinity. Professional Robert Shale, I think I say it, explained further, saying by focusing on his diversity, the book and analysis, his personality across a variety of media platforms. Okay, well, listen, I know British people sometimes they get kind of that reputation that they're not as tough or whatever. Some of them are kind of, uppity, and I don't know, they drink warm beer I don't know how the fuck you drink warm beer. It's fucking gross. But he seems like a pretty tough dude, and there you go. Fuck it. The villain in Ultimate Spider-Man was modeled on him. Writer Brian Michael Bendis is the author of the comic book series Ultimate Spider-Man and a huge fan of Statham's chiseled looks. Easy there, buddy. So much so, in fact, that he instructed the artist Mark Bagley to base the villain Vulture on him. All right, I don't know. I guess it's the bird guy, I guess. All right. With the Statham's rugged good looks and toned muscles, it's not hard to see why. Okay, we get it. Whoever wrote this, you got a little crush. Okay, we get it. But I don't know. Between the survey and this, I don't know. Like, is he getting paid for this, or I don't know? He made an income selling stolen goods. Join the club, buddy. Following in his father's footsteps. Jason made some extra cash by hustling fake perfume and jewelry on the streets before he embarked on his Hollywood career. In a classic case of art mirroring life, it was his dodgy past that landed him in a role as a con artist in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Jason rarely mentions his shady former life, only jokingly mentioning that the goods didn't fall off a lorry. They were pushed and we caught them. Excuse me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Lorry. Okay. A large motor vehicle designed to carry heavy loads. Especially one with a flat platform. U.S. and Canadian name truck. See also articulated vehicle. All right, so like a as my Italian people would say, it fell off a truck. You always get a better deal if shit falls off something. He flogged his street goods to Guy Ritchie. All right, excuse me again, ladies and gentlemen. FOFLOGGED. Hold on. Beat, bracket someone with a whip or stick as punishment or torture. As example, the stolen horses will be returned and the thieves flogged. All right, so we're going to get our shit back and we're going to make them pay for it. Okay. Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. And if they steal from you, you take care of them after. Jason was introduced to Ritchie through his modeling gig at French Connection. He was looking for a badass street hustler type to star in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Ritchie asked Jason to sell him some knockoff jewelry so that he could assess his skills. Jason obliged. Using his real-life slogging, we now know what that is, experience. Ritchie immediately knew Jason was perfect for the part and wrote the role of Bacon with him in mind. More on that in just the next little while. He was nearly arrested for joy riding. Way back in 2010, Jason had a close run-in with the law it's an okay word. Partying at the Coachella with his then girlfriend, Kristen Cavallari. She sounds hot. The pair decided to abscond in a vehicle, which led to them being pursued by the cops. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just give me again one more thing here. Abscond. Okay. Leave hurriedly. That's a word. Okay. And secretly, typically to avoid detection of or arrest for an unlawful action such as theft. Example, she absconded with the remaining $1,000. Okay. All right. So, like, what are they saying here? If you're on a date, watch your pockets, or okay. All right. Hey, could happen to anybody. What was this vehicle? I hear you ask. A Lamborghini? An Aston Martin? Not quite. It was, in fact, a golf cart. We bet that was quite the high-speed chase. Once the Palm Springs police eventually caught up with the troublesome twosome, they were ordered to return the cart and head back to their hotel room immediately. Fuck. I always wanted to drive it. Well, no, I've driven a golf cart. Yeah, I did that when I was in Atlanta. There, it was fun. It was good times. I've done research in Toronto. I've seen can I buy a golf cart, put it on the road? They're like, no, it's too slow. I don't know. Fuck. Toronto, we can't have any fun anymore. Still a good city, but just I don't know. Try to avoid the streetcars. 510 Spadina. That's all I'm gonna say. He was covered in syrup for the Transporter movie. Everyone remembers Jason's legendary oil slick fight scene in this iconic movie. In the scene, his character Frank Martin is tasked with taking out a seemingly infinite amount of villainous opponents. One of his most inventive tactics was to tip a vat of crude oil all over himself and his surroundings. The oil is actually chocolate syrup. We wouldn't mind helping to clear that up. Brother, speak for yourself, man. It's too suspect. Listen, we get it, man. We get it. You got a cry, or maybe it's a woman writing this article. We get it. We get it. Okay? I get it. When women, look at me, they think of a fat Jason Statham. I get it. I get it. But we're not a piece of meat, okay? Jesus Christ. He's a skilled martial artist. The actor participates in a range of fighting disciplines. I'm pretty positive at this point I'm dyslexic. Yes, including judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Statham says it's his hobby that he has benefited his acting career the most, explaining that it allows him to provide action in an authentic manner. His old friend, director Guy Ritchie, is also a black belt in jiu-jitsu and a brown belt in karate. Apparently, the pair have even been known to spar on occasion, with Statham saying, all right, I think I got it this time. Hold on, just give me a sec. We'd be moving all the furniture out of the way in the hotel room, trying to choke each other. That was a little better, right? Okay. Each to their own. Isn't it teach to own? Fuck it. The point is, listen, why learn karate when you can buy a gun? His movies have made more than $1.5 billion in the U.S. alone. By the way, the gun comment, I was just joking. Okay, so John Moran, get your shit together, please. Okay, it's you're not about that life, bro. One of the most popular Hollywood actors of all time, Statham certainly isn't shy of earning a few bucks. In total, Statham's filmography has ranked in over $1.5 billion in the U.S., with a worldwide standing of $5.1 billion. The Fast and Furious movies make up a high bulk of this. Jason is also very aware of what type of role brings in the big bucks, saying he knows people are drawn to his big budget, high flying action movies. Yes, I like a good fly action movie, but if it involves too many bald people in one movie with missiles stealing cars, I don't know what the fuck these movies are about. Who cares? He grew up with Vinnie Jones. Now, that's a cool motherfucker. The pair met at school when they were just teens and have been firm friends ever since. Ex-footballer Jones introduced Statham to the sport, leading to Statham's taking up football and playing on his grammar school's team. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, he's been in Gone 60 Seconds, Swordfish. He seems like a cool motherfucker, but he seems like a type of dude that could, I don't know, like him versus Statham in a fight. I don't know. A lot of people say Statham, but I'm almost positive the other dude's got a knife. But anyways, Statham and Jones have since worked on several acting projects together, including sports comedy film Mean Machine. I have not seen this movie, but I'm gonna save the picture here, and I can watch it later. I don't know, the poster alone has me intrigued. I mean, look at these names: Monk, Danny, Nitro, Massive. Well, it's no surprise that the black guy has the name Massive. Nitro, yeah, okay, so scientific guy. He's got glasses. Danny, good guy. He seems like a good dude. He's got the whole, kind of blue denim thing going. And Monk is Jason Statham, the ultimate nutter. Listen, I can't keep looking up all these British things. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that means a cool dude. Seems to be just broke out of jail. He's got his hands on his head. It seems like he might have a migraine, but the point is, well, I guess we'll talk about it in a few minutes. I haven't seen it, but I don't know. There's not much to say. Anyways, he co-owned a fish and chips shop. Okay, now food. Now we're talking. Back in 2011, he was reported that Jason Statham and his old pal Vinnie Jones were set to open up a chip shop together. Now, fish and chips, it's a whole British thing, which is some place, if you're in Toronto, what's that fish place called? It's close to Leaside and Eglinton there. Eglinton and Laird, I think. Yeah, it's a pretty good place. It's been there forever. Beautiful fish and chips. But chips are, known as French fries here and French fries everywhere. But listen, you have a good night of drinking. There's nothing like a good bowl of French fries. It's perfect. It fills you up, and it's beautiful. You have a couple more shots. It's good. The Brit duo decided to name the venture Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Haddock. I get it. In a nod to the classic film in which the pair previously starred in. A source close to the pair was quoted saying, "He may live in Hollywood, but he's as British as, well, fish and chips." Bravo. But yeah, fish and chips are awesome. Listen, man, worst case, things don't go well, whatever, I don't know how many more Expendable movies they're going to make. According to the last reviews, I think this could be it. But, still, worst case, you got a restaurant, you got free food for life. That's awesome. He comes from a musical family. We're going to talk about this again. Why not? Statham's father, Barry, was prominently a street seller, although he would perform as a lounge singer whenever he had the chance. He always dreamt of performing at a strip club in Vegas. Fuck. Stop stealing my dreams. A dream which his son would go on to help him realize. What a good fucking son. Look at this. Jason's brother is also a singer, accompanying himself on guitar and uploading videos to Facebook. Get the work at a strip. I worked at a few strip clubs, ladies and gentlemen. I've mentioned that in, I don't know what podcast I did. Was it strip clubs or something? Or I don't know. Whatever. It's out there. Don't worry. Check them out. But yeah, it can be awesome. He has an age gap relationship. So that means he's an actor. Okay. In true Hollywood star, there is a pretty noticeable age gap between Statham and his fiancée, Rosie Huntington Whiteley. She was just 22 when the pair met, making Statham 42 at the time. However, it seems that the 20-year age gap hasn't held the couple back. And judging by their Instagram snaps, the pair are still going strong. Why not, man? If you're happy, you're happy. That's it. Okay? If you're happy and you know it, and you also own a fish and chip shop, clap your hands. Ring the bell. He swam with sharks in Fiji. Okay, I think it's to a point where every actor thinks they're invincible. And Jason, you got to watch out with this shit, man. It seems Jason, like most of his on-screen characters, truly does have no fear. In preparation for his role in The Meg, Jason flew to Fiji for the ultimate diving experience and the chance to get up close and personal with a group of bull sharks. Some of the sharks were a whopping 3 meters in length, yet the close proximity didn't seem to bother Jason on edge. In fact, he was even quoted saying, okay, I think this is the last fact, so I get the last chance of doing this voice. Hold on. Fish and chips, fish and chips. You get quite relaxed. It's quite tranquil sort of thing. If you say so. Oh no, wait, that was the other part. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, listen, fuck, man, this guy's crazy. I mean, he's hanging out with people that it seems like everybody that he hangs out with likes to, chop people's heads off. But hey, man, you're married to a model, man. You got money, you know. Okay, you know. Listen, I don't have hair either. You don't hear me swimming with jaws. I mean, fuck, man. Just I don't know. Let the shit go. Come on now. But okay, whatever. He likes to live life and do a whole thing. That's awesome. I was also on IMDb here because I believe Rotten Tomatoes is stupid. Inducted into the International Sports Hall of Fame in 2014. That's pretty good. That's awesome. He also enjoys wakeboarding, jet skiing, windsurfing, and rock climbing. You better have insurance, man. I mean, like, what do you like? Come on, really? I mean, just you got the hot wife, the money. It just come on, man. Like, ladies and gentlemen, some people just love to live on the edge. It is what it is, It is what it is. But let's see where this all actually began with Mr. Jason Statham. Okay? So, of course, we go to IMDb, the free, I mean, everything's free on the internet as long as you pay for your internet connection, whatever. It's a whole thing. I just upgraded my shit. I don't see a fucking difference. I gotta talk to Tech Savvy here. But the point is, I better not fucking buffer when I watch the Raptors in the next few days, okay? Come on now. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, IMDb is awesome, and they always give you the, great stuff here. So, I like to review all of Jason Statham's movies, and let's start at the beginning, because, the beginning is the beginning. So the very first thing Jason Statham was in a music video in 1993. I think I mentioned this before, The Shaman Coming On. Okay, so this just looks like I'm not gonna watch this video. This just looks too weird. But yeah, this looks like a fucking acid trip for sure. Looks like the lead singer's he looks like the Twisted Sister guy. If I don't know, he dressed up as a zebra. And it's a lot of things going on here, man. Okay, so it's got a rating of 5.5 out of 10. Okay, so all right. Well, what are you gonna do? You got to start somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just guessing because I don't want to see the video, but it kind of looks like remember when Chris Kattan did Mango on Saturday Night Live? So just picture I don't know, a thin, bald version of that. Then he did another music video, Erasure, or Erasure, I don't know, Run to the Sun. Alrighty. Listen, the only version of Run to the Sun I like is by NERD, which is, Pharrell Williams' group there. Awesome album. Anyways. The Beautiful South, Dream, A Little Dream. Dream, a Little Dream. He was uncredited in that one. Another music video, Yellow, and the song is called To the Sea. A lot of videos. Wow, okay. All right. And then finally, 1998 came, okay? And then we got Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, okay? This movie kicks ass, all right? Guy Ritchie. I mean, you can say what you want about his films the last whatever years, but, the first couple are fucking awesome, and this is one of them. So Eddie pursues his three pals to pool money for a vital poker game against a powerful local mobster, Hatchet Harry. Eddie loses, after which Harry gives him a week to pay back half a million pounds. So, like I said, directed and written by Guy Ritchie. I discovered this movie after Snatch, but still, great fucking cast. Jason Fleming, Dexter Fletcher, that's a cool name. Nick Morgan, Jason Statham, of course. Stephen McIntosh, Nicholas Rowell, Vinnie Jones, Lenny McLean, P.H. Moriarty. Great cast, guys. Great British film. Good little kind of heist takeover, whatever the fuck movie. What do we want to call it? Of course, it's rated R. Because all the great movies are rated R. Let's be honest. It's something that we're definitely lacking these days, but that's a story for another time. But this is a kick-ass movie. If you like good action, good, heist, all that, this movie is definitely for you, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely check it out. One of his better films, for sure. But then, of course, 2 years later, you're like, well, it worked once, it could work again. Let's do it again. But this time, let's put more Americans in our film. And it's a little film I like to call Snatch. And this is a great movie. Okay, again, rated, the last one was rated, 8.1 out of 10? This one's 8.2. So it's 0.1 better, if you could believe it. Unscrupulous boxing promoters, violent bookmakers, a Russian gangster, incompetent amateur robbers, and supposedly Jewish jewelers fight to track down a priceless stolen diamond. Pooh, what more do you want in a movie? That's it. Again, director, writer, Guy Ritchie, Jason's like, all right, yeah, you want to do it again? Let's do it again. Why not? Let's put Brad Pitt in the motherfucker, and we can't understand what the fuck he's saying. Now, apparently, if you get like the DVD or Blu-ray version, whatever, they actually have I think a section where you can watch the movie and see what actually Brad Pitt is saying, like just for his little subtitles there. Okay, you got Stephen Graham, you got Vinnie Jones, you got I never know how to pronounce this guy's name. I don't know if it's A.D. or A.D. He's awesome. William Beck, Andy Beckwith, Ewan Brimmer. Awesome cast, guys. You got again, like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, you're gonna love Snatch. I love Snatch that much better, but the movie's good too. Last time, I swear. But the point is, again, kick-ass movie. Jason Statham's great in this. That's the part I played before. Let's see what happens. It's up to you. Benicio del Toro's in the movie too. What more do you want? What more do you want in a movie, guys? This is perfect. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay? 2 great movies back to back. Okay? You do a bunch of, Speedo videos there, and then you know what? Fuck it. You graduate to good shit. Okay? Good fucking movies. There you go. So why not? Why not? So, I don't know a lot of actors that basically go from doing, being background dancers to doing 2 kick-ass movies, okay? I don't know, K-Fed didn't have that kind of career. But the point is, check out both movies. Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch. There you go. You're welcome. Then he did a movie called Turn It Up. Never saw this one. Not the best rating, 4.1 out of 10. And then he did a movie called Ghosts of Mars. Okay, so I do remember this movie. I believe this was John Carpenter's last movie he ever did. And look, if you look at John Carpenter's work, it's fucking awesome over the years. Very underrated, I feel, even to this day. But this one, it didn't deliver like it should have. I mean, I don't know. I almost felt like Ice Cube lost a lot of weight for nothing with this one. But not the best. I mean, Jason Statham's kind of in there, kind of doing the whole American movie thing now. Not the best introduction to it, but I don't know. What are you going to do? Then he did The One, which, I barely remember this one. Jet Li. Yeah, this, again, this isn't, I don't remember Jason Statham in this movie. Maybe he was a bad guy, or Jason, not one of Jet Li's best, but, I don't know. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Listen, he's still laughing all the way to the bank. It doesn't matter. He's still doing his thing. 5.9 out of 10. Okay, it's getting better. Don't worry. Then he was in a movie called Mean Machine. I mentioned this before. I haven't seen this movie. It looks intriguing, so I'm gonna definitely check that one out, and I suggest you do too, because Jones always makes me laugh and scares. He's got the whole Michael Shannon thing going, where he can make me laugh and scare the shit out of me at the same time. So that's not easy to do. And then 2002 comes, and he has a nice future trilogy about to happen here. A little movie called The Transporter. Okay? So if you haven't seen this movie, definitely see this movie. Great soundtrack too, by the way. He plays a character named Frank Martin who transports packages for unknown clients, is asked to move a package that soon begins moving, and complications arise. Well, of course, it's a human in the trunk. You're not supposed to open the trunk, dude. You're supposed to just keep going with the job. It doesn't matter, whatever, Curiosity, killed the swimming diver, whatever. But the point is, this movie kicks ass. It's a great vehicle, for Jason Statham. I mean, he fits the role really well. Okay, it's funny. It's got good action. It's got the one scene there where, he's got the whole syrup thing happening there. Good little fight scene there. He kicks ass. All right, and let's be honest. A lot of people don't realize when you're in a suit, you look good, but at the same time, it's hard to move around and shit. And he doesn't show any signs of that. Why? Because he's Jason. He can do what the fuck he wants. So, if you want to see a good action movie, definitely check this one out. And like I said, he made a few more, and we'll talk about it in, a few minutes, I guess. Then he was in a movie called, video game, Red Faction 2. Hey, do some voiceover work, easy money. Then they did a remake of The Italian Job. The original one was way back in the day there. Me personally, I actually prefer this one. I think this one, last one's good too, but I don't know, they're both pretty equal. Usually when they make a remake, years later, but it usually sucks. But this one, yeah, it's actually pretty good. A hell of a cast too. Director F. Gray. If you know him, he's the dude, okay? Keep in mind, he's the dude that did Friday. That's right. Friday, man. Might be the best stoner movie of all time. Might be. It's up there. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, Pineapple Express. But I'm just saying, F. Gray, he's fucking awesome. So yeah, hell of a cast here. Donald Sutherland, Mark Wahlberg, Ed Norton, Charlize Theron. Is it Theron or Theron? I don't know. I always forget. Jason, of course. Seth Green, Yasin Bey, a.k.a. Mos Def. One of my favorite rappers. One of the most underrated rappers of all time, by the way. Fastio Caligari. I fucked that one up. The point is, awesome movie. Awesome cast. If you love the original, you will definitely love this one. It got pretty good reviews too. I think it did pretty well at the box office as well. So, usually a lot of people get pissed off when they make, remakes and all that, but it's just done pretty well. And Jason, of course, was a part of that. So, there you go. And of course, he lent his voice there to another video game, Call of Duty. I can never really get into these games. I don't know. I'm more of a 2D Mario kind of guy, but whatever. Easy money. Then he was in the movie Collateral, which I completely forgot he was in this movie. He played the airport man. Really? Shit, wow. I completely forgot he was in that. So obviously we know Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is doing better, by the way. God bless him. Hope he's all right. Tommy's still kicking ass in Mission Impossible there, but this one's a pretty good movie, so I would check it out. But yeah, I totally forgot Jason was in this one. Cellular, which is a pretty decent movie with what's his name, Captain America there, and Alex Baldwin's ex there. I forgot her name. Shit, hold on, there we go. Okay, this. Tex Happy's got to get their shit together. I don't know, this high speed, I'm a little disappointed here, guys. Kim Basinger. Is it Basinger or Bassinger? I forgot. Yeah, Chris Evans, there you go. Okay, so Jason was the bad guy in this one. That's right. Yeah. It's a good little movie. It's nothing really crazy, whatever. I don't know. It's the time where people were really starting to use cell phones, and then, I don't know, you had to use like a home phone to escape some shit or whatever. I'm not giving this movie a lot of justice here, but it's a good little movie. It's one of those movies, I don't know, you got anything else to do, watch it, That's it. But a good little cast of people, and Jason, he plays a good bad guy too. I think most of the times he plays a good guy anyway, but why not play a bad guy? then they figured, okay, you know what? Success of the first one, let's make another transporter. So they did. They made another one. Okay, it's still good. It's still good. This one they definitely amped up the action and definitely made him do more crazy shit in this one. Yeah, so still good. Still enjoyed it. Still kicks ass. It's good. It's good. I liked it. I liked it. Then there's a movie called London, which I can't believe a British actor would do a movie called London. Who'd have thought? I didn't see this one. Revolver. I didn't see that one. Chaos. I sort of remember this one. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really. No, not really. The Pink Panther. I don't know. I'll do one about Steve Martin one day, a podcast. I love the man, don't get me wrong, but I mean, to fuck with something that Peter Zellis, made his, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, he was in this movie. He was uncredited though, but all right. Why not? Okay. So 2006 comes, he's obviously done a lot of work, some of them more better than others, whatever, but and he does a nice little movie called Crank. Okay, and you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck is crank? I mean, crank is actually a slang term for ecstasy. I learned that from Sopranos. But it says here, professional assassin Chev Chelios. Okay, so he plays a Greek guy. All right, cool. Learns his rival has injected him with a poison that will kill him if his heart rate drops. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of these movies where you got to throw common sense out the window. Okay, it's cool. It's like watching Roadhouse. Okay, I love Roadhouse. Okay, but at the same time, the whole movie doesn't make any fucking sense. But do I give a shit? No, it's just entertaining. So he's got to keep his heart rate going. So he's doing all this like fucking crazy shit, building up his adrenaline. Having sex. Yeah, I mean, that's a chore. But just all these even drugs and just everything that keep his heart going. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Just going nuts. So it's kind of got that momentum like a John Wick shoot 'em up kind of thing where, the whole movie is just basically action, him going nuts. And I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favorite movies by Jason. This movie kicks ass, man. I don't give a fuck. 6.9 out of 10. Okay, that's funny. But the point is, it kicks ass. I don't give a fuck. Amy Smart's in it. She's always awesome. Reno Wilson. Oh, yeah, I remember that dude from, was it Mike and Molly? Yeah, there you go. Glenn Howerton. He's in this movie. The dude from It's Always Sunny from Philadelphia. Shit, get the fuck out of here. He's in this? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't remember that. By the way, he was great in that Blackberry movie. He might get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I hope he does. I don't know. He's kind of got a whole Kevin O'Leary kind of vibe in there. But great movie, by the way. Yeah, so Crank kicks ass, man. This is just Jason fucking going nuts. So if you haven't seen this movie, you gotta see this movie. And yeah. Oh, it says here he's only 5'10". Huh. I thought he was taller. Okay. Again, Roadhouse. I thought you'd be bigger. Anyways, yeah. So definitely check out that one. That's awesome. In the Name of the King, a dungeon siege tale. 3.8 out of 10. Ooh, mud on. Yeah, I didn't see this one. Me personally, I'm sick and tired of all these like medieval Robin Hood movies. We gotta. I think we have enough out there. Let's just give it a rest. Like no more movies about magic either, or magicians. Fuck off. Then he did a movie called War with Jet Li again. I remember this one. This one, it's okay. It's got decent parts, but I don't know. The Bank Job. Did I see that? I believe I did see this one. Yeah, hold on. Marine offers Terry to lead a foolproof bank hit on London's Baker Street. She targets a room full of safe deposit boxes worth millions in cash and jewelry, along with a treasure trove of dirty secrets. Oh, okay. I do remember this one. Yeah, this one's pretty good. This one's all right. I haven't watched it in a while though, so I don't recognize like half the actors in there, just Jason. But yeah, decent little rating, 7.2 out of 10. I'd check it out. Why not? I think he the wheelman in this one, so it's almost like maybe a transporter kind of thing too. Okay, cool. So then he did Death Race, which is a remake of the other one. This one, it's okay. Yeah, again, it's got certain parts, whatever, but it's all right. I mean, I recommend the original one, but if you want to check this one out, this one's all right too. Transporter 3. Yeah, unfortunately, not as good as the other two. I mean, it basically just goes in order, 1, 2, 3. You know, which ones are the best ones, but yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? I felt they could have used more of a story, a little bit more better action, but what are you gonna do? But I'm not gonna lie, this guy Robert Knepper, who a lot of people know him as Teabag in Prison Break. Now, if you ever watch Prison Break, just watch the first season. Okay, so my recommendation: watch the first season and then forget the rest of the show exists. Okay, think of it as like a mini series. That's it. The first season is fucking awesome, and he's a huge part of this. Apparently, this guy only acts like part time. I think he's a veterinarian in real life, if you could believe it. Hello there, pretty. Anyways, my impersonations are okay. The point is, this one's okay. You know, it could have used a little more. You know, but still, overall, the Transporter series is pretty good. You know, I haven't heard of them making another one. I think this is pretty much it for them, but I would still check out the whole series. I think it's pretty good. Crank High Voltage. Okay, so if you like the first one, you'll definitely like the second one. I still feel the first one is better, but the second one, it's still pretty good. It only has a rating of 6.1. I don't know why. I think it's not that bad. I think it's still pretty good. I don't even say some of the shit he does. I mean, you can see in the movie poster, he literally grabs a power line and puts it in his mouth just so he can fucking keep going. Now, again, you got to turn your brain off when you're watching these movies, okay? But at the same time, they kick fucking ass. I don't care what anybody says. I haven't heard anything about them making a third one. I mean, the last one was made in 2009, so I don't know what we got, like 14 years later. I still haven't heard anything, you know, but I like the concept of these movies. I think they kick ass, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the last movie that Corey Haim was in too, so rest in peace to him, man. Wow, Jerry Horner was in this. Jerry from Spice Girls. David Carradine was in this too. Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, did you guys hear the way he died, David Carradine? I don't know. Apparently they found, and it's one of those things when you again, this is just the rumor I heard. Like apparently he died from like I forgot what they call it, but some fixation where you tie yourself or choke yourself and you're kind of hanging and you jerk off at the same time, and that's how they found him. And I don't know. I mean, that's the rumor. I mean, there's so many rumors revolving around his death, but I don't know. David Carradine, man, if you've never seen Kung Fu, the original TV series, you're definitely missing out there. I mean, there's even a movie with an episode of William Shatner, if you could believe it. William Shatner's a cowboy. Why not? Clifton Collins Jr., he's always awesome. Amy Smart, always staying by her man. It doesn't matter if he's shoving power lines down his throat just so he can stay awake, and she's a good woman. She makes sure he's sexually satisfied during the movie. Listen, I love these movies. I think they're fucking awesome, action packed, old school. I love it. So they should. No, he hooked up a car battery. Oh, there. Oh, okay, because that's a lot better. The point is, I hope they make a third one. You know, like even now, you know, like even the way the first one ended, it's just like I don't want to give anything away, but it's just you guys are gonna have to trust me on this. If you haven't seen these movies, you got to see them. They're fucking awesome. I think they're some of his best work, to be honest. But yeah, so between that, Transporter movies, Crank movies, there you go. You know, it's you got something to do during the weekend. You know, or until the writers are back now, you know, from the strike, but it's going to be a while till we see some fresh shit, you know. So I'll keep you busy. Then he did a movie called 13. Yeah, I remember this one. This one, eh. Okay, so 2010 hits. And we're thinking, what's the future for action movies? Like, what is it all going to be green screen from now on? Is it, just, Malaka's running around in fast cars, but then we heard a thing that Sylvester Stallone is going to get all these old time action movie stars together and he's going to kick ass and they're all going to kick ass together and his name in the movie is going to be Barney, and then he's going to have maybe a buddy named Fred. No. Jason's character's name is Lee Christmas. Why did they decide that? Who knows? Who cares? Okay, but it's a little movie called The Expendables. Okay, you got that? Sylvester Stallone directed the movie. Okay, he's not shy to directing movies. We all know that. Although it did get a little criticism because it's one of those things where in the action scenes he kind of uses that like shaky camera method, kind of like when they did in like Batman Begins. You remember those action scenes there? But it works sometimes. Sometimes it, whatever. What are you gonna do? Any scene or any movie, I can see one scene where Sly, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Bruce Willis are in one scene. Mwah. Perfect. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. We wanted to see some action between those guys, but we're gonna have to wait for the next one. But the point is, look at this lineup. Okay, look at this lineup. Just bear with me. Okay. Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Eric Roberts, Randy Coulter, Stone Cold Steve Austin, David Zayas, Giselle Iti. I hope I said that right. Shar Isma Carpenter, Gary Daniels, Terry Crews, Mickey Rourke, Hank Amos, Eamon Joseph, Griffin Aldrin. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just kicking ass here, and this movie kicked ass. I saw it in theaters with my buddies. Oh my God! Oh, we had a good time. Good time. It was good to see all these dudes together in one movie. Would we have liked to see these guys all together in a movie, let's say 10, 15 years ago? Of course. But everyone was doing their own thing, and Sly had a good idea of putting all these guys together, and to me, it worked. It was awesome. So of course, you got a guy like Jason. Oh, you want to be in the movie with all these kick-ass people? Yeah, sure, of course. And that's it. I think it's getting better. But the point is, awesome movie, and it's start of a franchise. Did it end, the way it should have? Okay, we'll get to that. But the point is, the first one, I love it. Kicks ass. Okay? So go see it. The Expendables. The Mechanic. Good little movie. It's all right. I forgot if this was a remake of an... No, it was. Wasn't Charles Bronson the original? Yeah, I think. Yeah. That's right. I think. Yeah. I personally prefer the original. Again, I'm old school like that. But this one's all right. This one, it's all right. Then he loans his voice here to Gnomeo and Juliet. There you go. I think that's how you say it. Okay. Then he's in a movie called Blitz. I remember NFL Blitz for PlayStation. This one I don't remember, but I don't know. Killer Elite. This one's okay. I mean, it's got its moments, but you got Jason in there with Clive Owen and Robert De Niro. It's all right. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I did expect more from this movie, but what are you gonna do? Just like Bobby D says, what are you gonna do? But it's all right. And he was in a movie called Safe. This one was all right too. It's all right. It's one of those like, it's a 6.5 movie. It's I always said 6.5 rating. It's kind of on the cusp of a movie being good or whatever, something to throw in, on a boring Sunday, whatever. This one's all right. Then they're like, okay, Expendables did well. Let's make another one. Why not? Expendables 2, which only has a rating of 6.6 out of 10, which I think is complete bullshit, okay? Because, let's be honest with ourselves, whenever you have a movie where Chuck Norris makes a cameo, it's got to be at least a 7. We all know that. We all know that. Okay, and this one, we're like, you know what? We got Bruce Willis in the last one. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger in the last one. They didn't do any action. They got to do some action in this one. And of course, you got that iconic scene where you got Sly, Bruce, and Schwarzenegger together. Okay, Planet Hollywood has come back to life. And ladies and gentlemen, this movie kicks ass. You thought the first one was great. This one, in my opinion, is the best one in the franchise. Absolutely. It was great. Okay, now you're not going to see Jason Statham stab any basketballs in this one. No. But he still kicks ass. Okay, so again, you got Sly, you got Liam Hemsworth, Randy Coulter, Jean-Claude Van Damme comes and joins the franchise as the bad guy. Now, apparently they wanted to get Steven Seagal for one of these movies too. I don't know. You didn't want to. I don't. Jason's, of course, back. You got Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Chuck fucking Norris. Listen, I saw this in theater. I saw this in a very unique theater, so bear with me here. I don't know if you guys have ever been in one of these theaters. Okay, I didn't grow up rich, so don't think it's whatever. But they had these 4 back rows where if you ever go to, like, let's say, I don't know, like Canada's Wonderland. I don't know if they still have that Days of Thunder ride. I don't know if you guys, I'm really dating myself here, but they had those chairs that move back and forth and up and down, and you can actually control like how crazy your chair goes. So let's say if you they have a plane scene in the movie, the chair goes up and then it goes down when it's landing, and then there's fight scenes. It rocks back and forth, and me and my dad were going nuts. Like my dad didn't even put up the thing all the way. I'm like, dude, you paid for this shit. We got to put this all the way. So we're shaking our asses off here in the chair. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And then when Chuck Norris came into that scene, it's one of the few scenes, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm in a movie theater and people just cheered. People clapped. People were so happy to see Chuck Norris, who I just found out recently is 83 years old and still kicking ass. Okay? It was beautiful. Beautiful moment. And again, like I said, you got Chuck Norris in there killing it. Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terry Crews, Scott Adkins, Amanda Ohms, Nicolette Noel, I'm gonna fuck up this name again. Charisma Carpenter. There you go. Nan Yu. Listen. Action movies don't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I mean, Terminator 2, True Lies, whatever. You know what I'm saying. But the point is, the first one was great. This one, it's like, okay, we're getting everybody to fucking kill it now. It was beautiful. Look at Arnie. He's got the cigar too. Everyone's just smoking and shooting. Nobody gives a fuck. So, again, if you like Expendables 1, you'll love Expendables 2. Again, I would watch these movies until these guys are in fucking wheelchairs. I don't give a shit. Okay? It doesn't matter what happened in Expendables 4. Okay? We're gonna get into that very soon. But the point is, it kicks ass. All right. Parker. Another movie Jason was in. You get a great shot of J-Lo's ass. That's I mean that was the highlight for me. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. Redemption. I don't think I saw this one. And then he decided to go into the Fast and Furious franchise. Why not? Makes, it's good money franchise, make money, blah, 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 whatever. Listen, I'm not going to lie. I saw the very first one, Fast and Furious, I'll live my life a quarter mile at a time. For those 15 seconds or less, I'm free. You know how many fucking adults I got to work with that have that stupid mentality, insecurity? I mean, my God, fucking juice head assholes that step on people's feet, just want to start fights, and that's why I'm there till 4:30 in the morning. Fucking dickheads. But I do respect, and someone made a good point of this, that if you do drive fast cars for a living, you will go bald, because this is by far the most successful bald cast I've ever seen in my life. But I don't know, apparently what they said, 5 or 6 is the best one. I don't care. I saw the first, and then I watched the second one. Because John Singleton directed it, God bless his soul, rest in peace. And even he couldn't save the franchise. So I don't care about these movies. I just don't. I don't understand how they went from drag racing to working for the government, or I don't know what the fuck these Malakas are doing. But you know, all the power to you, I guess. And I don't know, Jason, have fun. What can I tell you? They did a movie called Homefront. I don't think I saw that one. Sounds familiar, but I don't think I saw it. And Expendables 3. So the problem with this movie was, well, one of the biggest problem was apparently the movie got leaked. Okay, like even before it hit theaters, which of course always sucks. And this is in 2014. I mean, I remember when the one Wolverine movie got leaked. That was a big deal there, but I don't know. Shit happens. What can I tell you? But again, I still enjoyed this movie. Okay. You got Snipes in there, okay? Mel Gibson, yeah, we know what he did. But he, you know, what are you going to do? He plays a good bad guy. But Snipes was great. And I did a whole podcast about Wesley Snipes. You can check that one out, of course. But yeah, I still liked it. I mean, was it as good as the other ones? No. But it was still good. It was still enjoyable, okay? Was it better than 4? Absolutely. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But the point is, I still enjoy these movies. I don't care. They're still awesome. Wild Card, sounds familiar. I don't think I saw it. Spy, I think I did see this one. Jason's not in this a lot. He's kind of like the background guy, a little bit teaching Melissa McCartney's character how to like be a spy, I think. And yeah, this movie's all right. I like it. I mean, I always like the Paul Feig movies, you know, for the most part. Yeah. Melissa McCartney, she's awesome. Man. She is a funny broad. Yeah, and I said broad, okay? You know why? Because if she heard that, she would understand what I mean. So she's cool. But yeah, good little movie. It's more of a comedy, you know, spy kind of movie. Hence, that's why it's called Spy. And there you go. Check it out. Furious 7. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're on your own. I don't know. I can't help you. Okay, I don't know. Something about Vin Diesel not getting along with The Rock, and I don't know. Jason's like, you know, I'm gonna stay out of this so I can get a paycheck. So that's it. Mechanic Resurrection. They made another one. Did I see this one? I forgot. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a sequel. It didn't do as well though. 5.7. The Fate of the Furious. Fuck. I mean, yeah. I think we're all waiting for the fate of this franchise. Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Whatever, man. The Fate of the Furious extended fight scenes. Okay, sure. Why not? Viva La Madness. Okay, so using that show. The Meg. Shut up, Meg. I didn't see this one. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Okay, so they did their own little thing here where, I don't know, Vin Diesel, I don't know, was whatever, and they're like, it's Team Up The Rock and Mr. Jason here. And, well, there you go. I didn't see it. I don't know what to tell you. Wrath of Man. Wrath of Man. Did I see this one or no? I don't... might have seen this one. Yeah, him and Guy Ritchie teaming up. Of course. Why not? I don't remember this one. I'm not sure if I saw this one. Josh Hartnett's in it. Fuck. But I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, I just thank God every day he wasn't Spider-Man. But the point is, I don't know, got a good rating, 7.1. That's not bad. So there you go. F9, which is another Fast and Furious. They're just trying to sound cool at this point. The Fast Saga. Sure. Where did they come up with these titles? Like F9, The Fast Saga. What does that mean? What does it mean? What? Anyways, Jason's now into, you know, it's a good steady paycheck. Why not? Fuck it. Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerrero. I didn't see that one. Fast X. Oh, Christ. Just say Fast and Furious 10. That's it, man. Like, fuck. Like, you know, trying to sound cool. Fuck, you know. I'm just going to say this about Vin Diesel, because I'm never going to do a podcast about him. I mean, I do ones like I hate and whatever. I don't hate the guy. I don't know, whatever. Just, you know, like to me, he did one good movie, Knock Around Guys, and that's it. If you want to check that one out, go ahead. But I don't know. Yeah, I heard him in an interview one time, and and this is like years ago, and he's being interviewed, and he's like talking about how he used to be a bouncer at a club. Like, by the way, I heard a story one time that Vin Diesel and Busta Rhymes got into a fight outside a club, and Vin Diesel beat up Busta. Fuck off! Vin Diesel is not beating up Busta Rhymes. Okay, Busta Rhymes and the whole Flip Mode squad is gonna beat the shit out of you. Shut the fuck up. Okay, it's like when the Malaka there, the Shia LaBeouf said he beat up Tom Hardy. Yeah, sure you did, dickhead. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so yeah, and he was telling these stories about like he's like, yeah, I used to be the bouncer, and people would come up to me and go, oh, I have such power, and the bouncer, and those days were fun days. I made sure when you came to the club, you would have the best time. First of all, you have no, listen, let me tell everybody something. When you go to a bar, club, whatever, okay? The bouncer has no fucking power, okay? It's the owners, the managers. We're just told what to do, what to guard, check the ticket, kick this, dickhead out. That's it. That's it. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He has no power whatsoever, okay? None. Stop it. Stop it, Vinny. Stop it. Stop it. You had a good run there, and then all of a sudden you disappeared, and they made like all these Fast and Furious movies, and then all of a sudden they had some miracle resurgence, and you got lucky. You got lucky twice in life. Shut the fuck up and go with the ride, okay? Fast X. Fuck. Moving on. Meg 2, The Trench. All right, so the first one did well, and then they made another one. Why not? Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so we're up to 2023, which is this year. Expendables. Okay, so they, instead of an A, they put the 4 there. Okay, so already in the title, they're trying to save money there. What's crazy? I saw a rating for this movie, like literally on IMDb, like maybe not even less than a week ago. It was like, I think it was like 5.7 or 6. In days, it's already gone down to 5. Like, I think yesterday it was at like 5.4. So it just keeps going down. So all I'm gonna say is this. So after this movie, I'm pretty sure you're not going to see another Expendables movie. Now, I was looking forward to, again, seeing these guys, in crutches or eye patches, whatever. But it's clear it's not going to happen. Okay, so once you see, and again, I'm going to talk about a lot about this movie, like what happened in the movie, blah blah blah. So if you haven't seen it yet, just go forward, whatever. So because I'm going to give a lot of shit away. But yeah, this movie is just It's a mess. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's by considering the star power in the movie. Okay, it was released in theaters. It didn't go straight to video, which it does have that feel. I mean, it's got that B movie feel. Okay, it's by far the worst CGI I've ever seen ever in a movie. It is just, it's brutal. There's one scene specifically I remember. They put a rope to like this little tugboat where, I mean, this tugboat would be literally just flying in the water. Somehow it stays afloat. Somehow it's able to hold the support of all these people. Somehow the background looks like so shitty where they're going down there. It looks horrible. I can't stress this enough. It's so bad. I mean, clearly the budget went to the first 3 movies, and they just gave up after this. That's it. So. Oh God, what does it say here? Armed with every weapon they can get, except for good special effects. They're hands-on. The Expendables are the world's last line of defense and the team that gets called when all other options are off the table. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is the only option we have for, the next movie, we're screwed. I mean, the acting is, I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of Razzies for acting from this movie, for sure. I mean, I'm assuming almost the whole cast is going to get it. you know, a part of me is like, you know, I'm glad I'm saying this, but at the same time, it sucks I have to say it because, I mean, again, we watch these movies, we're not expecting the best acting. We're not expecting like crazy plots or, like we're not expecting Godfather quality here. But at the same time, like we gotta, I mean, it's the fourth one. These should, I guess, slowly get better. And, a lot of the key people are missing, like we know why Bruce Willis is in the movie. He's, retired from movies, helping or doing his, coping with his condition there. Bruce, I hope you get better, man. You're fucking awesome. I mean, Die Hard, I will fucking love you forever. But Schwarzenegger, he's not there. Jet Li's not there. Terry Crews ain't there. The rumor I heard with the first movie, apparently, I think I mentioned this before, that originally they did want 50 Cent in the beginning of the franchise. He did a poll online, Stallone, and apparently he got a lot of shit, and they had to replace him, so that's where Terry Crews came in. But he's worked with him in Escape Plan, which is an underrated action movie. That movie should have came out 20 years prior, but him and Stallone and Schwarzenegger together, finally we get to see that. It's a good movie. I highly recommend it. I never saw the sequels. I wouldn't bother, but whatever, it's up to you. But yeah, I mean, you're just watching this movie, and I mean, first off, like the first half hour, it's, you're kind of like, okay, they're just getting all these jokes out of the way. They're just trying to cram as many jokes as they can, and some of them are forced laughing. You can tell and then Stallone dies. Let me repeat that. Sylvester Stallone dies. He dies, man. Like, and you're like, okay, well, maybe if he died at the end of the movie, that would have been cool, because then, like, I did hear before seeing this movie, he did want to pass the franchise on to Jason there. So, I'm not surprised, but at the same, but once he dies, it's kind of like, it almost feels like the movie's over. I mean, in many ways, when you're watching the first half hour, you're kind of like, okay, this is the end of the franchise. It's kind of, it's definitely run out of steam, but you're like, why would you have him die like a half hour into the movie? Why? Like why not at the end? Like, like, why? Why, man? Why? Like, what was the point? I mean, and then Jason's on his own there, and okay, you can see again, they're trying to pass the torch, whatever. And here's the thing I don't understand. Someone's got to explain this to me. And why, like, out of everybody that's still there, like Dolph Lundgren is still there, they're making fun of him, maybe going blind and getting old, whatever, and wearing a wig. I still don't get that joke. I thought it was his hair, but okay. Randy Coulter's still there. Andy Garcia, you got some new people there. Iko Iwas, which, if you have not seen the Raid movies, there's two movies called The Raid. One of them is Redemption or Jail, whatever. See these movies, they're fucking insane. If you're a fan of the John Wick franchise, you will absolutely love these movies. You have to see them. Okay? And then you got Tony Jaa in there, who I'm told is very good in the Protector movies as well. I got to check those out, but they look pretty good as well. Like I said, 50 Cent joined the cast there. Jason's in there, of course. Now, Megan Fox. Okay, so she's the hot chick of the movie, okay? We know that, okay? Good-looking woman. She's cool. The thing I don't understand, okay, and I'm going to get shit for saying this, okay, why is she the leader of the crew now? I don't remember her in the other movies. Okay, this is the first one she's popped in out of the four, okay? And again, I don't want to hear any sexist shit like, oh, a woman can't be in charge. It's got nothing to do with that, okay? I'm just saying, she's popped in there, then all of a sudden Sly dies, and she's the leader. There's no explanation either. Like, why is she the leader? Okay, why not Jason or Randy or even 50 Cent? Why doesn't he run the unit? He ran G Unit, You call up Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo again, fucking do the shit again. Why not? I just don't understand why she's in charge. I don't get it. It was never explained to me. I don't get it. Iko Iwas there, some good fight scenes, but compared to the Raid movies, they definitely underused him for sure. They got this other guy in there, Jacob Scipio. He's supposed to be the Antonio Banderas' kid, in the movie, whatever, and not in real life. Well, maybe in real life, who knows? That guy's probably done a lot of fucking. But and then he's got this weird sex addiction or something, and it's just, I guess he's supposed to be comic relief. I guess it just, like, I don't know, like was Antonio that busy? I don't know. Like, I mean, he did the, I don't know whether listen, I love Antonio Banderas. Okay, he's a good dude, but I mean, I did not buy him as a Greek in the recent Indiana Jones movie. Okay, again, let me repeat that again. Antonio Banderas played a Greek in the recent Indiana Jones movie. Listen, as a person that does a podcast called the Malaka Podcast, I remember when he showed up on the screen and we're gonna go meet the Greek. And I'm waiting a few minutes where they're talking. I'm like, there's no fucking way he's the Greek, right? I mean, his name is Antonio Banderas. But anyways, I got that out of my system. It's okay. So, yeah, I mean, the story's a mess. It just, I don't know what, but I'm telling you, the CGI is so fucking bad. And I wouldn't be surprised by the end of this podcast, like it goes down to a 5.0 to a 4. I mean, it just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. On some level, I will say this. I did get through the movie. So that says something. You know, I had to see it through. Okay? And I'm glad I did. Because right at the end, surprise, surprise, Sylvester Stallone is alive. All of a sudden he's alive. And the guy he got into a fight with at the bar over a thumb wrestle and losing his ring. And then he came back. I missed it. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Like, what? So he's not passing the torch. He changed his mind. Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't know. I don't get it. I heard they didn't have a lot of promotion for this movie. I mean, a part of it was because of the writer's strike, whatever. But I mean, I don't know what the fuck happened here, man. Like, I don't know. And look at the budget. Look, the budget was $100 million. Okay, total open weekend Canada gross $8 million, gross U.S. Canada 16, worldwide gross $30 million. Okay, and it's been a few weeks or 3 weeks, whatever, and it's already on video. Okay, so yeah, it sucks, man. It really. I was looking forward to more of these movies. I thought they'd get. I thought they'd kind of keep up the momentum, but I mean, the CGI is just fucking, it's insane. It's like, at times I feel like I'm watching a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Like, it is fucking insane. And like the quality, and I'm telling you, like I joked around with this before, but it's so like straight to video-ish that I thought at one point Steven Seagal was going to just pop in the movie and I don't know, just, do the whole arm flapping gut thing and, yellow shades and, I don't know. I don't know what happened here, guys. I just don't understand. I don't understand. But again, Jason's a little dude. He's like, but still, who wouldn't want to do a movie with Sylvester Stallone? Okay, that's cool. I respect that still. And I did get through the movie. It's got some good parts, but I mean, you really got to turn the blinders off when it comes to the CGI. So I mean, I don't know. I was gonna see this in theaters. I heard such bad reviews. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna wait till video. I'll be honest with you. I saw the first and second one in theaters. But yeah, this one I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know. I'm just disappointed. So it looks like this is the end of this franchise too. Which is a shame. A lot of people saying that this is the movie that basically killed the action star, but I don't know. I kind of doubt they're going to make another one. I mean, unless it goes straight to video. I mean, who knows? But again, I don't understand the whole Sly dying and then he came back. Why don't you just keep him in the movie and then have him die at the end? You know what I mean? I don't get it. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And that's the most recent movie that Jason has started. And he's got a few coming up here. It says, in pre-production, Small Dark Look. Okay. The Russian Mafia in London. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay. The timing for that may not be the best. I'm not gonna lie. Because we all know what's going on, and what's going on in the world today with Israel, and it's I don't know. It's a shame what's happening in the world today. Okay, I'm not gonna, I can't speak much on it. I'm not there. But I don't know. I'm one of these people. I'll never understand war, because in the end, like, we all lose. You know what I mean? I know it sounds cheesy, whatever, but I don't know. It's really sad what's going on over there. I feel bad for all the soldiers. They got to be part of this, and it sucks. It really sucks, and I hope everything ends soon. I really do. Yeah. And he's got another. Oh, fuck Christ. A Fast X Part 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you never heard of these stupid movies, like, what would you think this movie's about? Really? I mean, Fast X Part 2. Like, these are the stupidest fucking titles, I'm telling you, say what you want about Die Hard 2, Die Harder, it was still the 80s, wasn't it? Late 80s, I think, when it came out. Yeah. It was that time period. Now we have no excuse. Okay, but it's not coming out till 2025. Okay, so yeah, take your time with that, guys, please. And he's got one interesting movie. I saw the poster for it. It's called The Beekeeper, and he plays a character named Mr. Clay. It says, in The Beekeeper, one man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of the powerful and Cladstein. Is it Cladstein? Yeah. An organization known as Beekeepers. What the fuck is this? What? I'm just looking at the poster. Like, is he made of bees? I don't know. Or does he control the bees? I don't know. Is it like a? I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know what's going on here, man. I'm sorry. I'm not sure, but yeah. But David Ayer, he's written for a few things here: Suicide Squad, End of Watch, Sabotage, Harsh Times. That was okay. That was all right, but Okay, so I'm going to assume that he has control of bees. Why not? I mean, the tagline says, "Expose the corruption, protect the hive." Okay, someone said, I think someone said it's almost like a John Wick kind of thing, where it's like all action, but it's with bees or something. I don't know. I mean, whatever, man. What can I tell you? Listen. Of course, I'm going to check it out. Of course. I mean, come on. It's Jason. He's kicking ass. I mean, a lot of his movies, okay, they don't, are off the snuff sometimes, but a lot of them kick ass, man. And listen, in this day and age, we still need our action heroes, okay? I mean, I know everything, a lot of it is green screen, CGI, and Expendables 4. Holy fucking shit. But the point is, I mean, this is a guy who literally started off diving in the water. Okay, then became a model, did some videos, met up with the right people, and all of a sudden, he's an action star, and that's how quick it can happen. All right, and he's a pretty cool dude, and may I say, representing for the Baldies to the fullest. I say, ladies and gentlemen, thank God we have a cool karate, punching, kicking bloke, like, also bald, like, I mean, even in Expendables, 4, sorry, just last thing. I mean, they kick him off the squad, right? And then, he has to, become, this, this like YouTuber's guard or something. So like how does he go from that to that? Like nothing makes any. Although when he beat the shit out of the guy, that was fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. That did help. That did help the movie. It did. You know, and nobody can beat up a YouTuber like Jason Statham.
Did anyone recognise you?
Depends how much spare time they've had at home watching bad films.